What's up, y'all? My name is Chef D Malfi. Welcome to Plant-Based Made Easy. I'm so glad that you're here with me. Today, we're gonna have another amazing, awesome breakfast day. I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious breakfast that's so great. And you can see in the title of this video that I wanted to show you how to make this breakfast because this one is a wonderful meal prep breakfast. You can enjoy it. You can make it one day ahead of time, enjoy it the next day, take it on the go, and you can make it your own. So today we are going to make a delicious peaches and cream overnight oats. I love overnight oats. It's one of these easy, yummy, totally nutrient-dense breakfasts that come with jam-packed with protein, with fiber. It's going to leave you feeling totally satiated until the next meal. Hopefully that's lunchtime. And this is a great either breakfast or snack. So you can kind of have it any time of day. And let me show you how to do it. So I chose peaches and cream because it's summer after all. I absolutely love peaches. I love stone fruit. And today I'm going to show you how to make this peaches and cream with a beautiful, fancy Saturn peach. This is like super cool. This Saturn peach is kind of a flat peach. It has a white flesh inside, and we're going to make it so delicious with a cashew coconut milk, which I'll also show you how to make today. So today you're getting two recipes in one. Let's start with the overnight oats, all right? So first things you need is some sort of mason jar glass container. I'm going to use this glass container. It holds 16 ounces. And I need some old-fashioned oats. So let me show you the kind that I absolutely love. Here are my old-fashioned oats. These are organic rolled oats. These come from the Thrive Market, and I love these for a few reasons. It's a huge, giant bag. That's reason number one. I go through oats like crazy because I use these oats in a lot of different applications. Let's see. I love to bake bread with them. I love to make oat flour. I often make oat milk, which we'll talk about. Obviously, oatmeal raisin cookies, one of my absolute favorite types of cookies because they're kind of on the healthier side. And then overnight oats, or of course porridge. You can do warm oats and cook these on a stovetop. Just delicious. Now, I want you to get rolled oats. These are delicious rolled oats. They're usually thicker than the quick cooking oats, and quick cooking oats aren't going to be as good for overnight oats because they disintegrate quite fast. They're par cooked, and we want the real deal. That's why we are going to opt in for the rolled oats. Now, these are USD organic and non-GMO project verified. Thumbs up. That's like 2 thumbs up for me, all right? These come from Thrive Market. If you're interested in Thrive Market, check it out. I don't get anything for promoting them. I just want you to have the information that I use and love as an integrative nutrition health coach and as a chef. I absolutely adore Thrive Market. If you're listening, Thrive Market, thank you. I love you. Keep doing great work, and I'm going to keep buying from you. All right, so I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup from this rolled oats. I want to show you, this is also 32 ounces, so it's a whopping bag. 3/4 of a cup, and I'm just going to scoop it in. I have going to measure it out with 1/4 of a cup here and dump it right into your mason jar. Do the oats first on the base. So 3/4, that's 3 1/4 cups. All right. Now, the next thing we need is our liquid. Now, you can use any plant-based milk that you love. My absolute favorite plant-based milk, though, is coconut cashew plant milk. I'm going to show you how to make it here in a second, but I have it already pre-made, and I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup. And this goes right in. So equal parts, right? Oats to liquid. You could use almond milk. You could use soy milk, flaxseed milk, hemp seed milk, pistachio milk. Literally any nut or seed you can milk. And let's try to milk our nuts and seeds over our cows, all right? All right, so the next thing we need is a little flavor agent. I'm gonna make this even more delicious by adding a bit of cinnamon. Now, if you've been with me for a couple of episodes, you know I love me some cinnamon. This is a spice that I grew up eating, not just in desserts, but also in savory food. I'm half Hispanic and I'm half Sicilian. So my Italian side loves cinnamon. We have actually more roots to North African cuisine than we do Northern Italian cuisine, and cinnamon is a huge staple. So I grew up eating it in both savory and sweet, especially in pasta sauce. Yes, we even put cinnamon in our pasta sauce. I'll show you that on another day. Now, a little cinnamon, I'm just gonna like 1/8 of a teaspoon, just like a scant splash or dash. Now, the next thing that I want is some sweetener. This is totally optional. If you're going whole food plant-based, now these people that are whole food plant-based, you know who you are, but if you aren't familiar with this, let me quickly explain it. It means that you only eat whole foods. Those are nuts, seeds, legumes, beans, pulses, tubers, vegetables, fruits. All of those are fair game. The thing that whole food plant-based people eat only in moderation, though, are sweet, salt, and oil. A lot of whole food people don't even eat any sweet, salt, or oil. And so if you are one of those people, leave the sweetener out. But I actually don't do whole food plant-based 100% of the time, most of the time though. And today I'm gonna actually add a little sweetener to my overnight oats because it's peaches and cream after all, and I want a little bit of that sweet kiss. So I'm going to use, there's two different options. You can use raw maple syrup, which I really love because it's raw, comes right from the tree. So delicious. This one comes from Vermont. It's grade A, dark color. It has a very rich amber taste. Fantastic. Or you can use this. This is raw blue agave nectar. Now I love agave. This happens to come from the cactus, the agave cactus plant, and it is diabetic or pre-diabetic people friendly. So if you are pre-diabetic or have diabetes, you can actually enjoy this with moderation. The reason being is this does not affect our blood glucose level. There's something about the properties within this sweetener that doesn't really have an effect on our blood sugar level. It's really kind of cool. So today I think I'm going to use the agave sweetener, and I'm just going to use about a tablespoon. I'm going to eyeball it. That's like less than a tablespoon, right? Just a little bit. And then last but certainly not least, we need our peach. So let's get into this Saturn peach. I'm going to show you my overhead cam so you can follow along with me and kind of just see. And I love these Saturn peaches. I found these at the market. They're so good and they're so fun to eat. They're kind of like little donuts, right? They kind of that donut feel. And I'm just going to run my knife around that pit. The pit can go right into the compost. And look, the flesh, friends, is like totally white. There, I dropped it. Let me just give it a taste. Quality control. So good. Excuse me. I just love it. I had to give it a little taste. Yes, I sometimes talk when I'm eating. Eat with my mouth full. I'm going to give this a little mince. This peach is crunchy. It's crispy. It's still juicy though. That's the cool thing about Saturn peaches is that they remain kind of firm on the outside. And I think a lot of those white peach varieties all do. They kind of remain very firm on the outside, but juicy nonetheless. So good. Of course, you can use any stone fruit that you like. Obviously, a regular old peach, a yellow peach would be dandy, totally yummy. You could also use a nectarine. You could also use a plum. You could also use a mango, which is one of the other stone fruits. We often don't think of a mango as a stone fruit, right? But some people here know what's up. Mango is absolutely a stone fruit. So delicious. All of this would work totally well with all of the rest of the ingredients too. So you wouldn't have to change the sweetener or the plant milk if you were using any of those others. It would work just fine. So I've got my peach. I'm going to add this right to my overnight oats. And don't worry, we're going to mix this up. So right now it just kind of looks like oats and milk on the bottom, a little cinnamon on top, and then the peach right on the top of everything, kind of floated or suspended right on top, sitting on atop the oats. Now you can leave it just like this, right? Let me show you, right? You can leave it just like this, just as how I just described, or you can actually shake it up. So I'm going to give this, close it up, make sure it's really nice and closed, and then shake it, shake it, shake it. And I really like to do this because I want a little of that sweetness in every bite. I want to coat the peaches with the delicious rolled oat mixture. And I want a little bit of cinnamon in each bite too. So the best way to do this is just kind of give it a shake. Now, this is going to go into my refrigerator. It actually only takes about 4 hours or so, but I got to tell you, the longer it sits, the better it gets. So let it sit in your refrigerator all night long. Make it right before you go to sleep. And in the morning, you have a perfectly delicious breakfast waiting for you. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator. Now, let me show you the second recipe. I don't usually do 2 recipes in one day, but I'm super into this. I want you guys to know how to make the staple recipe from this week. Now, if you are unfamiliar with where you can find these recipes, let me just tell you, this is from my August 2020 cookbook. It's brand spanking new, just came out. Here it is. I did print it out. This is a downloadable cookbook, and you can purchase your copy. We have a link here. It is bit.ly/plant-based made easy. And in this recipe book, this cookbook gives you a month long of recipes. Those are breakfast, lunches, dinners, sweets, snacks, and staple recipes. And I'm going to make the staple recipe of this week with you right now. It's the cocoa cashew milk. Now, I absolutely adore this milk. I never really combined cocoa and cashew milk before. I never really made this before. I actually found this recipe from the Almond Cow website. Now, I'm going to talk to you about a product today that I absolutely love, but I'm going to show you 2 ways to make it. So today we're going to make this milk inside of what is called an Almond Cow. Look at this cool machine. This is a plant milk maker. Now, I am going to show you how to make it in this almond milk machine because it's super duper easy. It literally only takes a couple seconds to throw it all together. And then you are going to have like literally 32 ounces of fresh milk. Watch this. Here's what we need. So the first thing you need is the base of the Almond Cow. I'll show you how to do this if you don't have the machine here in a second. But I'm going to take the base of the machine. I'm going to add 5 cups of filtered water. So let's do an overhead split screen so you can see. I'm going to do an overhead split screen so you can see. So inside of here, I have 5 cups of water to the minimum line. All right. Now, there's 2 parts of this machine. Really simple. The base and the top. All right. This top has a nice big blade. And the other part is the part that we're going to actually attach to the top. This is called the collector cup or the nut cup, or I don't actually know the actual official language, but really, really cool. We're going to put the nuts inside of here. Now, for this recipe, I want cashews. I want raw cashews. I'm going to use whole raw cashews today. This is what they look like. Not salted, not roasted, just raw. It's going to make for a really good milk. And I also want unsweetened coconut chips, or you can use unsweetened shredded coconut, which are smaller bits. Doesn't matter. But I'm going to use 2/3 of a cup of raw cashews, and I'm going to put it right inside of this cup. And then I want 1/3 of a cup of the coconut, right? The shredded coconut right inside. Now, the last ingredient for the cup are 3 dates. So I'm going to use 3 medjool dates here. I'm going to give you a really close up here. If you've never used dates, here's what they look like. They are a wonderful fruit. These are dried. This comes from the date palm. And it's a sweet, really juicy, moist piece of fruit. It's very delicious. I'm going to add 3 of these dates. And this is going to make this recipe still a whole food, a whole plant milk, because we aren't adding any processed sugars, but it's going to sweeten it. It's going to be really, really great. Now, 3 dates go right in. The next thing that I want to do is add some ingredients to the water. Simple, right? I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla extract. This is totally optional, but if you do opt in, get the alcohol-free vanilla extract. Let me show you what I am talking about here. I like it a lot. Hi, Grandma. I can see you. Thanks for coming on. My grandma, you guys, is on the line. Millie Solari. Love her. All right. A couple teaspoons of vanilla. I'm going to use about 1.5 teaspoons or 2, depending on your preference. I really like it really vanilla-y. And then a little bit of sea salt. So I have my sea salt right in front of me. I'm going to use about 1/4 cup. Let me measure this so that I don't overdo it or underdo it. And the really cool thing about this is that when you use sea salt in your plant milk will last longer in the refrigerator. It kind of acts like a natural preservative for the milk. So it makes it last like 2, 3, sometimes 4 days longer than when you don't use the salt. And I'm using sea salt because it's unprocessed. Now I have the cup, I have the top. I'm going to put them together. And this is
soak the nuts first?
No, you're going to actually use raw nuts. Danny just asked, do you have to soak the nuts first? You do not. You can use raw nuts. Now, you can soak them, but you do not need to. That's the cool thing about using this Almond Cow machine. All right. Now, the cup with the nuts and the dates right there is attached to the top. This is going to go right on the top, on the bottom of the machine. Going to dunk it right into the water. It clicks into place rather easily. Now, will you take a look at this? I'm going to just show you. There is a little cow right there that looks like has an almond head and a green light. I'm going to press that button. There's only 1 button on the machine, and it's going to go through 3 cycles. It's very fast. Okay, that's 1. Stay with me. Hi, Marie. Let's see who else is here. This is cycle 2. Thank you. Okay, that was 2. This is 3. Here, last cycle. Come on. I know you have it in you. There it goes. All right, so that is it. Cool thing about this is that you know that it's done when the light turns a solid green again. Ta-da! Now Watch this. You need to get a bottle. I have a 32-ounce glass jug here. Let me show you. Just like a regular milk jug, right? Just like the kind that you might have had delivered back in the Dizzy. You remember that? Granny, you remember that? All right, look at this. You just take the top off, and what you have inside is this unbelievable, creamy, flavorful, super nutrient dense plant milk. All right. This is the cool thing about the last cool thing about this machine is they give you this cup here. This cup collector cup will literally allow you just to kind of put the top. It sits right on the countertop, and we have our nut milk. Now let me pour it in, and I will show you just how luscious this is. Are you guys getting this? Come on, come on. Look at this. Look at how thick and creamy this is. Oh my goodness. Right? Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Now, this actually makes 5 cups. I still have some inside of the machine, but that's as much as I can fit right in my 32-ounce jug. But will you look at this? Freshly milked plant milk. All right, people, this is so good. It's coconut, it's cashewy, it's delicious. Little fun fact about plant milk versus cow's milk. This is super high and even higher than cow's milk in potassium and calcium. All right. So many other micronutrients as well, like vitamins and minerals. I don't know all the stats off the top of my head, but I am telling you, this stuff is so good for you, and it's so darn good, especially in your cooking. All right, so that's how you would make it in the Almond Cow. I do have a cap here. Let me just close it off. This goes right into the refrigerator right away. You can see it is so fresh that it even has a cream top. You see this foam, people? All right, you can't get that from any manufactured plant milk in the container at the grocery store that's been sitting there a while. So do yourself a good service. Now, if you want to just check out this Almond Cow, I'll put a link here so that you can check it out. You might consider buying one if you want, no pressure whatsoever, but you do get a little discount if you use my link there. But if you can't get an Almond Cow, let me share with you the other way. This is the manual way, the old-fashioned way. This, my friends, is called a nut milk bag. If you can't get your hands on an Almond Cow, that's okay. All you need is a high-speed blender. You would blend up the cashews and the coconut and the dates and your water, 5 cups of water with your vanilla and your salt, exactly the same recipe, blend it up in a high-speed blender. Now, it has to be a high-speed blender in order to get it really fine. Then you would take this nut milk bag. You would buy these on Amazon. Usually it comes like 2 or 3 in a pack, and it's like a fine mesh. Let me show you on the overhead. Danny, let's do an overhead so they can just kind of see the, yeah, do you see that? Cool, kind of cool, right? You can kind of like see my hand through it. This is how fine it is. You throw in that nut milk from the blender that you just made, and you strain it through the bag. Now, this is really cool. It has this little drawstring. You would just take it, squeeze it, and then you would literally take it and squeeze the milk out right into a jug. That's the handmade version, all right? So either way, you're gonna get a delicious nut milk that I really, really love. This is gonna go right into the refrigerator, and then let me get the overnight oats that I made yesterday. Gosh. So here's the overnight oats that I made for you yesterday. This looks so great. You can see the color starts to change a little bit. It actually looks like cooked porridge. It looks like cooked oatmeal. But remember, it's totally raw. We haven't cooked this at all. It's just been sitting in this delicious milk mixture with the peaches, with the cinnamon. So good. I'm going to serve it up in a bowl right here. And I like to just pour it in a bowl to make it look beautiful. And this is a lot. Sometimes this is actually even 2 meals, more than just one breakfast. But you have, I can't even like put it all in this bowl. I think that's just enough for this. Serve it up. You can actually add walnuts to this. You can add coconut shreds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, whatever. I think I'm going to add a little bit of maple syrup, just a touch, just a tiny touch. But you don't have to do this if you're whole food plant-based. That's all right. I just want to garnish it up because I'm a chef after all, and it has to look so pretty. We eat with our eyes first, so it's really important that it's delicious and it looks beautiful. Take a look at this, all right? Overnight oats, peaches and cream overnight oats has never looked so darn delicious. Now, I have to give this just a little taste. I want a little white peach. I want a little of that overnight oat mixture. Here we go. Mm. I'm telling you, I make this all the time. And every single time I'm like, is it going to be good? I don't know. I'm always kind of like, I'm not sure about overnight oats. And then I serve it and I taste it and I'm like, whoa, that is like way better than I'm expecting, right? This tastes like peaches and cream. If you are a peaches and cream person like I am, try this recipe. You will thank me later or don't thank me at all. Just enjoy it. This is creamy. It's peachy. It's so good. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to make your body feel good. Fantastic. Make it your own, like I said, and share this with your loved ones. Let them know that you made this with love. I know they'll be able to taste it. I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. And please come back for more, you guys. We have such an amazing lineup of recipes this week ahead. Let's see, tomorrow we're going to dive right into it. We're going to, with our lunch, sesame ginger quinoa salad is so good. On Wednesday, we're going to be doing a shiitake bacon chickpea burger. If you're into burgers, come on Wednesday. For our Thursday snack, we're doing cashew ricotta. I'm going to show you how to make cashew ricotta. It's ricotta cheese made with cashews, and we're going to make a pesto cashew ricotta toast. So yummy. And then we're going to end our Friday with unbelievably good avocado brownies. Yes, we are going to make some dessert with avocado. You are going to love every second of it. So join us here. Please join our Facebook group, Plant-Based Made Easy. And hey, please go to my Instagram, Chef Daniela Malfitano. Give me a like, give me a follow. Let me know how you like these recipes. Let me know how you change these recipes and get into it. Join the conversation. I am so excited that you're here. I'm so excited that everyone has been coming to our live stream every single day. I want to say a special hello and thank you to our global viewers from Bangkok, Thailand. We have some from Denmark. We have some from the United Kingdom and Abu Dhabi. Thank you so much. I am so touched. Thank you for being here. Let me know how it goes for you throughout the week as we're cooking together. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Peace out, people.